When a family leaves everything behind to start again, they carry more than luggage. They carry hope, they carry fear, and they carry the belief that the world they're stepping into will give them a fair chance. This is the story of one family, a couple in their 30s, and their two young children who arrived in the United Kingdom with dreams, determination, and the desire for a place to call home. They had traveled thousands of miles from Africa to London, a new country, a new beginning.
I wish it was easy.
The husband's cousin welcomed them into his small 2-bedroom home, a home already filled with his own family of 4. It was tight, it was crowded, but it was love that held them together in those first few weeks. Still, the family knew they couldn't stay there forever. They needed space, they needed stability, they needed a home. They searched everywhere, online listings, high street letting agents, word of mouth. Every day was a mission, a race against time, against rising rents, against the fear of overstaying their welcome. But they didn't give up. And finally, a breakthrough.
We'll let you know.
Right. Thanks. You need more documents.
A 2-bedroom property, freshly painted, furnished, affordable, even slightly below the average rent for the area. It felt like a blessing. They paid over £5,000 rent in advance, deposit, credit checks. They signed a 12-month assured short-hold tenancy. And for the first time since arriving in the UK, they felt settled. The children could finally play freely. The parents could finally breathe. But by October, just 2 months later, something changed. The walls in the bedrooms began to darken. Patches of damp appeared, then spread. Black mold crept across the paint like a shadow. The heating was always on, yet the rooms stayed cold. The children coughed at night, and the parents wondered, were they doing something wrong? They reported the issue to the landlord. His response was immediate and dismissive.
Hello, yes, thank you for taking my call. I'm ringing about the flat. There's a lot of mold. In the corner it's quite bad, and the damp makes it very cold. I just wanted to report it. I hope that's all right.
At first, they believed him. They were new to the country, new to renting, new to the rules. Maybe it was their fault, but it wasn't. One day, the husband's cousin mentioned the mold to his neighbor, a man who worked for the full council's environmental health department.
Yeah, it's been all right. The kids are settling in. Just, the damp. There's a bit of mold starting to show in the corner of the bedroom. Oh, really? That's no good. You should get that looked at. The damp's getting worse. It's not just condensation. That doesn't sound like lifestyle condensation.
He also advised them to email the landlord formally with photos, dates, and the details, so he couldn't deny knowing about the issue.
I knew it. I always knew.
Email the landlord formally. Photos, dates, details. He cannot deny knowing about the issue if it is in writing.
The council inspection was thorough, professional, unbiased, and the findings were clear. This wasn't lifestyle condensation. This wasn't poor ventilation. This was rising damp, a structural issue, a hazard under the Housing Health and Safety Rating System. The report was damning. The landlord was instructed to carry out repairs. He was reminded of his legal duties, his responsibility to provide a safe home.
This is rising damp, a structural issue. It's not related to your lifestyle or ventilation habits. The landlord has a legal duty to remedy this. Kwame, the investigation is complete. The fault was not yours. This is it, Kwame. The report.
I understand. This piece of paper is the difference between suffering and resolution.
Once the council intervened, everything changed. The landlord acted quickly. The walls were treated. The damp was removed. The home became warm again, safe again. The family finally had the home they deserved. This story is not just about damp walls. It's about power. It's about knowledge. It's about the difference between suffering and silence, and speaking up. Many new migrants don't know their rights. Many tenants fear complaining. Many landlords rely on that fear, but the law is clear. Tenants deserve safe homes. Children deserve healthy bedrooms. Families deserve dignity. And sometimes all it takes is one conversation, one neighbor, one piece of advice to change everything. This family came to the UK seeking opportunity. They found challenges, they found obstacles, but they also found support. They found justice, and they found their voice. If you are a tenant facing damp, mold, or unsafe conditions, know this: you have rights, you have protection, and you are not alone. Because in housing, as in life, knowledge is power.
It's been a journey.
But we're here, together.
That's what matters.
Dad, wait!
All right, Kofi, I'm here.
Come on, let's walk together.
That's it. Together.